And now the 5 starters for Carleton North. Captain Jason Nixon. Richard DeMerchant, also a senior, as Jason Nixon is. Jim Thomas, the 3rd senior, starting. Mike McIntosh, 4th senior, starting. And Steve Trafford, 6'1", junior. And starting for St. Stephen will be number 14, Brian Merrill, number 6, Steve Bartlett, number 15, Rob Green, number 13, Tim Witters, and number 8, Peter Davidson. Tap controlled by Carleton North. Jason Nixon with the ball, sends it back to Richard DeMerchant. DeMerchant brings the ball down the court now for Carleton North. In the corner to Thomas, back out to Richard. DeMerchant inside to McIntosh. Turnaround jumper is up and good. The basket's hung up and it's quickly 2-0 Carleton North. Nice move inside by Mike McIntosh. Davidson takes it out of bounds, passes it into Bartlett. Bartlett brings the ball down the court now. Pressured by McIntosh and DeMerchant. Bartlett throws the ball away. No, it's tipped. And Colin Craig doesn't like that call, but it's Carleton North ball. I mean, St. Stephen ball. Ball in now to Merrill. In the corner to Sampson. Inside to Witters. Witters puts up the shot and in. 2-2. Tim Witters inside. DeMerchant with the ball now for Carleton North. DeMerchant brings it up, guarded by Davidson. DeMerchant over to Thomas. Thomas sends it into the corner to Nixon. Nixon brings it out top. Out to DeMerchant. DeMerchant brings it around. Out to McIntosh. McIntosh in the corner, inside to Trafford. Trafford lays it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by number 8, Peter Davidson, and we've got a foul on number 15, Jason Nixon. Taking it out now for St. Stephen will be number 8, Peter Davidson. Davidson passes it into Steve Bartlett. Bartlett brings the ball down the court, guarded by DeMerchant. He puts it over to Davidson. Davidson up the right side. Kicks it back up to Bartlett. Bartlett at the top of the key. Puts it over to Rob Green. Inside to Witters. Witters puts up the shot. No good. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it's still St. Stephen ball. Inbounds now to Bartlett. Bartlett. Ball knocked away by Trafford. Bartlett gets it back. Bartlett out top to Davidson. Davidson gives it over to Bartlett. Bartlett in the corner. Inside to number 14. Puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Davidson. Davidson over to Bartlett. Bartlett will set it up now. In the corner. Ball's tipped by Carleton North, and it's still St. Stephen ball. Taking it out will be number 15, Rob Green. Green in now to Merrill. In the corner to Davidson. Davidson puts up the shot, blocked by Thomas. Rebound, Jim Thomas. Thomas controls the ball now, brings it up the court for Carleton North. Thomas driving the lane, inside to Trafford, and he's fouled. Foul on Rob Green. Two with 17:52 left in the first half. Trafford on the foul line, shooting 2. And he misses the first one. And he cans the second one. 3-2 Carleton North. Davidson inbounds to Bartlett. Bartlett guarded by Richardson and McIntosh. Over to Davidson. Davidson down the right side. Guarded by DeMerchant. Out top to Bartlett. Into Green. Green puts up the jumper. And it's good. Make that Witters. Tim Witters inside for St. Stephen. Direction up the court now for Carleton North. Over to Thomas. Thomas puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound McIntosh. Knocked around, pulled down by DeMerchant. Puts up the jumper, and it's no good. Pulled down by number 14, Brian Merrill. Merrill over to Bartlett. Bartlett over to Davidson, back over to Bartlett. Bartlett out the top of the key. Throws it inside. Stolen. Down the court now, Mike McIntosh. Puts it up. No good, and it's a foul on Bartlett. Blocking foul on Steve Bartlett. And McIntosh will be on the line to shoot two. Getting ready to shoot the first. No good. 4-3 St. Stephen's, 17:03 left in this first half. Second shot's up, and also no good. Witters pulls down the rebound, gives the ball over to Bartlett. Bartlett down the court now for St. Stephen. Bartlett out at the top of the key, puts it over to Green, back out to Bartlett. Puts it inside to Merrill. Turnaround jumper is good. 6-3 St. Stephen. DeMerchant brings the ball up the court now. DeVoe getting ready to check into the game for Carleton North. DeMerchant guarded by Bartlett, puts it over to Thomas. Thomas drives inside, puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound pulled down by Tim Witters. Bartlett bringing the ball up the court now for St. Stephen. Bartlett up at the top of the key. Sends it inside to Witters. Witters puts up the shot and good. And we've got timeout called by Carleton North. Ready to resume action now. DeMerchant brings the ball up the court for Carleton North. DeMerchant over on the right to Trafford. Trafford sends it back out to Thomas. Thomas up top, drives the lane. Lays it up. We got a foul. No basket, foul on number 8, Peter Davidson. And it'll be Carleton North's ball out at the side. Inbounds, knocked away, stolen by Merrill. Merrill brings it up, lays it up, and it counts, and it's a basket. Foul on Mike McIntosh. Coach Craig is not happy with that call. With 15:59 left in the first half. Breeder gets ready to come into the game for Carleton North. It'll be Merrill on the line, shooting one. And he hits it. 11-3, 15:59 left in this first half. Olmsted with the ball up the right, up in the center now. Olmsted over to Thomas. Thomas inside to Trafford. Lays up. Steve Trafford inside. Bartlett with the ball down the court now. 11-5, St. Stephen. Ball thrown away. There's a turnover. Brader inbounds to McIntosh, back over to Brader. Brader brings it up into the center now. Brader out at the top of the key, puts it over to McIntosh. McIntosh brings it up top, puts up the jumper. Good! Mike McIntosh from the top of the key, 11-7. Davidson takes it out of bounds now for St. Stephen. It's Bartlett with the ball down the court now, over to Davidson. Davidson brings it out top. Back out to Bartlett. Over to Merrill. Merrill back out to Bartlett. Inside to Witters. Witters over to Merrill. Puts up the shot. No good. Pulled down by Thomas. Quickly up the floor now for Carleton North. Slowing it down. Over to McIntosh. McIntosh puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound DeVoe. No good. Rebound McIntosh. Traveling call. Bartlett with the ball down the court now for St. Stephen. Bartlett guarded out top. It's kicked by McIntosh, and it'll be St. Stephen ball. Into Green. Over to Merrill in the corner. Puts it up. No good. Pulled down by DeVoe. Up to Brader. Brader brings the ball up the court now. Sends it over to McIntosh. McIntosh brings it inside. Drives the lane. Puts it up. Bang! Up and over Brian Merrill that time. Mike McIntosh. 11-9. Carleton North beginning to come back now. Bartlett with the ball up the court for St. Stephen. Bartlett guarded by Olmstead, and it's off McIntosh's foot again. Taking it out will be Rob Green. Green into Merrill. In the corner to Witters. Witters puts it up. No, that's Davidson, and it's good. 13-9. 14 minutes left in this first half. Brader with the ball up the court now for Carleton North. Sends it off to McIntosh on the right. Brader with the ball. Brader puts it out top to McIntosh. McIntosh puts up the jumper. It's no good. And it's knocked out of bounds by Davidson. Carleton North ball. Inbounds to McIntosh. McIntosh over to Brader, over to McIntosh. McIntosh drives. Ball stolen by Green. Green lays it up and in. Rob Green with the basket. Brader with the ball now for Carleton North. Brader brings it up over half. Brader guarded closely. Over to McIntosh. Puts up the jumper. No good. Pulled down by Green. Over to Bartlett. Bartlett with the ball now. Inside. Ball's knocked around. Stolen. And we're going to have a jump ball. Jumping now will be Bartlett and Brader. Tap controlled by Carleton North. McIntosh over to Brader. Brader up the right side to Thomas. Thomas drives the lane. Gives it back out to Brader. Brader brings it over to McIntosh. McIntosh drives inside, puts up the jumper. Good! Mike McIntosh and the Nets caught up once again. Into the game now, number 5, Stacey Atkinson. He takes the ball out of bounds. And also coming in now is number 4, Jamie Richards. And sitting down will be Bartlett. And into the game for Carleton North, number 11, Scott Dunlop. Richards with the ball down the court now for St. Stephen. Inside to Witters. Witters guarded closely. He travels. Carleton North ball. 15-11. Thomas with the ball now for Carleton North. Thomas, top of the key, drives inside, puts up the jumper. It's good, and he's fouled. That'll be Thomas shooting one. Trying to bring Carleton North within one now. And he misses it. Rebound pulled down by Dunlop. Lays it up and in. And we've got a tie game, 15-15. 12-10 left in the first half. Richards with the ball down the court now for St. Stephen. He puts it over to Atkinson. Atkinson puts up the jumper. Air ball pulled down by Trafford. Puts it up to McIntosh. Running the offense now. McIntosh up the right side. In the corner. Puts up the jumper. No good. Pulled down by DeVoe. Puts it up and in. 17-15 Carleton North. Richards with the ball down the court now. Jumper's up, no good. Shot is blocked by Steve Trafford. Stolen away, though, by Davidson. He gives it off to Richards. Richards with the ball now at the top of the key. Over to Davidson. Davidson in the right corner. Gives it inside to Merrill. Merrill puts up the jumper, and it's good. And he can thank the loose rim for that basket. 17-17 now. Thomas with the ball up the court for Carleton North. Thomas drives inside, puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound knocked around and pulled down by Merrill. Gives it back to Richards. Richards with the ball now. Richards puts it over to Davidson, inside to Merrill. Back out to Davidson, puts up the jumper, and he cans it. 19-17 now. Thomas with the ball up the court for Carleton North. Thomas. Over to Dunlop. Dunlop puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound Richards. Richards brings the ball down the court now for St. Stephen. Puts it over to Atkinson. Back out to Richards. Richards goes inside. Kicked by Thomas. And it'll be St. Stephen ball. Coming back into the game are number 15, Rob Green, and number 6, Steve Bartlett. Inbounds pass to Merrill, over to Bartlett, in the corner to Green. Back out top to Bartlett. Bartlett fakes the shot. Guarded by Thomas, puts it over to Davidson. Davidson back out to Bartlett. Inside to Witters. Witters puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by J.R. DeVoe. Now up the court quickly, up to Thomas. Next play by Jimmy Thomas inside. And it's 19-19 with 9:50 left in this first half. Bartlett with the ball now, sends it over to Green in the corner. Green kicks it back out to Bartlett. Bartlett inside, ball's knocked around and knocked back out to Bartlett. Gives it over to Davidson, inside to Witters. He puts up the jumper, no good. And Brian Merrill lays it up and in. Thomas with the ball up the court now for Carleton North. In the corner to Dunlop, puts up the shot. No good. And it's Carleton North ball, knocked out by Witters. McIntosh takes it out now for Carleton North. Into Thomas. Thomas puts it over to Trafford. Trafford inside to Dunlop. We've got a foul. And it'll be Dunlop on the line. St. Stephen coach protesting the little elbow inside. What does he know anyway? Dunlop about to shoot his first one. Misses it. 21-19, 9:11 left in this first half. Puts up the second one and he hits it. Nothing but net. 21-20. St. Stephen leading. Bartlett with the ball up the court now for St. Stephen. Into the corner to Green. Green guarded by Dunlop. Back out to Bartlett. Bartlett puts it over to Merrill, into Green in the corner. Green puts up a fake. No good. We got a foul. It's going to be on number 8, Davidson for St. Stephen. Dunlop takes it out of bounds now for Carleton North. Gives it into Thomas. Thomas up the court now for Carleton North. Thomas drives the lane, puts up the jumper. He's fouled on the shot. That's another foul on Davidson. Thomas will be on the line now to shoot 2. And coming into the game is Trevor Perry for St. Stephen. Chance of air ball in his ears. Jim Thomas gets ready to shoot the first. And it bounces off the rim, no good. Thomas ready to shoot the second one. No, it goes in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Witters, up to Bartlett. Over to Perry. Perry back out to Bartlett. Bartlett over to Perry. Inside to Witters. Witters feeds it off to Merrill. And we've got something, I don't know what, but anyway. Thomas with the ball up the court now for Carleton North. He puts it inside to Dunlop, and he gets fouled by Merrill. Nixon into the game now for DeVoe. Dunlop at the line for Carleton North. Puts up the first one, no good. Getting ready to shoot his second now. Carleton North in the bonus. Second one is good, and we got a tie game, 21-21. 8:23 left in this first half. Bartlett with the ball down the court now for St. Stephen. In the corner to Merrill. Kicks it back out to Bartlett. Bartlett at the top of the key. Bartlett puts it into Merrill, and it's lost out of bounds, and it's Carleton North ball. Brought up the court quickly by Thomas. Over to McIntosh. McIntosh loses the ball inside, and it's picked up by Trevor Perry. Bartlett with the ball down the court now for St. Stephen. Bartlett puts up the jumper, and he hits it. Bartlett from just inside the top of the key. 23-21 with just under 8 minutes left in this first half. Thomas with the ball now for Carleton North. Lays one up, and no good. Rebound's knocked around, and we're going to have a jump ball. Jumping will have Tim Witters and Jim Thomas. Taps controlled by St. Stephen, and it's Bartlett with the ball now. Knox throws it down the court, almost stolen by Thomas. Taken out now by Rob Green. He puts it in to Merrill, over to Bartlett, to Perry in the corner, puts up the jumper. No good, rebound down by Trafford. Over to McIntosh, bringing it up the left side. Kicks it back out to Thomas. Thomas with the ball. Over to Dunlop. Dunlop puts it over to Thomas. Thomas lays it up. Bang! Jimmy Thomas, nice move inside, 23-23. With 7 minutes left in the first half. Bartlett with the ball down the court now for St. Stephen. He puts it over to Green. Green over to Perry. Perry puts up the jumper. Misses. Pulled down by Dunlop. Dunlop with the ball now. In the corner to Thomas. Wide open. No good. That's a foul on number 15, Rob Green. It's a good thing because Trafford stepped on the end line as he was throwing the ball back in. Coming into the game now once again for St. Stephen will be number 5, Stacy Atkinson. Coming in for Carleton North, number 14, J.R. DeVoe. A little bit of confusion now. Stephen Trafford will be on the foul line to shoot now for Carleton North. Trafford shooting the front end of the 1-and-1. And he hits it. And Carleton North has the lead, 24-23, 6:42 left in this first half. Trafford ready to shoot the second, and it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Merrill. Over to Bartlett. Bartlett brings the ball up the court now for St. Stephen. Puts it over to Atkinson. Atkinson inside to Merrill. Back out to Atkinson. Up top to Bartlett. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound knocked around. Pulled down by somebody. This is going to be on number 15, Rob Green. And Carleton North will be shooting free throws. It's going to be Jim Thomas on the foul line. And we've got timeout called. So with the score, 24-23, something. Thomas on the line now for Carleton North. Thomas getting ready to shoot the first one. Puts it up. Good. Jim Thomas hitting the first of the one-and-one, so he'll get another. Thomas ready for his second shot now. And it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Witters. Over to Bartlett. Up on the right side to Atkinson. Atkinson back out to Bartlett. Over to Trevor Perry. Inside to Witters. No good. Pulled down by DeVoe. Thomas with the ball up the court now for Carleton North. Dunlop from the corner. Good. Scott Dunlop from the right corner. And it's 27-23 with exactly 6 minutes left in this first half. Bartlett with the ball now at the top of the key. He puts it over to Perry. Perry. There's the shot up and good. 27-25 now. Thomas with the ball. Over to McIntosh. Back out to Thomas. Gives it over to Dunlop. Back up to Thomas again. Inside to DeVoe. We've got a foul. That's on Atkinson. And it'll be J.R. DeVoe on the line shooting 1-and-1. We all know what a fine foul shooter J.R. is. Isn't that right, J.R.? DeVoe getting ready to shoot the front end of his 1-and-1. And it's up and good. Nice shot, J.R. Now let's see him make 2 in a row. Second one's up, and also good. DeVoe hits both free throws, and it's 29-25 with 5.5 minutes left in this first half. Bartlett with the ball up the court now. He gives it to Perry. Perry at the top of the key, over to Atkinson. Over to Perry, puts up the jumper. No good. Rebounds, pulled down by DeVoe. Quick left the court to Thomas. He lays it up. No good. Pulled down by Nixon. Nixon up, he's fouled. Fouled by Witters. And Witters can't believe it. Nixon on the foul line, shooting 2. First one's up, and it's no good. Bounces off the rim. About to shoot the second one. It's up, and also no good. Rebound knocked around, pulled down by Merrill. Bartlett with the ball now. Puts it up to Atkinson. Atkinson puts up a shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Dunlop. And traveling called on Dunlop, and it'll be Carleton, St. Stephen ball. And the Sugarloaf fans seem to like that call. Perry with the ball out of bounds now. Inbounds it to Merrill. Over to Bartlett. In the corner to Perry. Perry puts up the shot, and it's good. Atkinson from the corner. Stacey Atkinson. Thomas up to Dunlop. Back out to Thomas. Over to Dunlop again. Inside to DeVoe. DeVoe inside. Puts it up. J.R. DeVoe inside. Bartlett with the ball now. 31-27. 4:35 left in this first half. Bartlett inside to Witters. Witters, no, he's traveling. Carleton North ball. Thomas will take it out now for Carleton North. Gives it into McIntosh, back over to Thomas. Thomas puts it over to McIntosh. Back out to Thomas. Back over to McIntosh. Mike puts it in the corner to Jason. Jason lays it inside to DeVoe. DeVoe puts it up. And good! J.R. DeVoe inside for Carleton North. 33-27, 6-point lead now for Carleton North with just over 4 minutes left in this first half. Bartlett puts up the jumper and hits it. Nice shot there by Bartlett. Thomas now up the right side to Dunlop. Back out to Thomas. Over to McIntosh. McIntosh, wide open jumper. No good. Rebound pulled down by DeVoe. Let's up and in! J.R. DeVoe taking over inside now for Carleton North. Bartlett with the ball down the court now. Bartlett kicks it over to Perry. Perry puts up the jumper. Hits it. Wide open set shot for Perry. 35-31, 3:27 left in this first half. Thomas over to McIntosh, puts up the jumper. No good. And it's St. Stephen ball. Bartlett down the court now. Over to Perry. Perry goes to put up the shot. Bartlett has the ball knocked away. McIntosh up to Thomas. Lays it up. No good. McIntosh lays up and in. Nice follow-up by Mike McIntosh on that play. Bartlett with the ball now, out top. Carleton North in the 2-3 zone. Bartlett blocked, but they're going to call a foul. As Stephen Trafford comes into the game for Carleton North, Jason Nixon will sit down. Bartlett puts up the first one, hits it. 37-32, 2:51 left in this first half. Puts up the second one, no good. Rebound right back out to Bartlett. And he'll set up the offense again. Puts it inside to Merrill. Merrill puts up the shot. No good. Pulled down by Dunlop. Dunlop up to McIntosh. McIntosh up the left side. Loses it out of bounds. St. Stephen ball. Bartlett. Bartlett with the ball now, guarded by Thomas. He puts it over to Perry. Perry puts up one fake, kicks it back out to Bartlett. Bartlett passes up the shot. Bartlett over to Atkinson. Back out to Bartlett. Bartlett puts up the shot, no good. Pulled down by DeVoe. McIntosh now up the right side, in the corner to Trafford. Thomas puts up the jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Merrill. Perry with the ball now, over to Bartlett. Bartlett gives it off to Atkinson. Atkinson over to Perry. Gives it over to Atkinson. Back out to Perry. Over to Bartlett at the top. Puts it in the corner to Atkinson. Puts up the jumper and hits it. 37-34. Ball lost by Dunlop. St. Stephen ball. Bartlett with the ball now. Puts it over to Atkinson. Out to Merrill. Puts up the shot. Good. Merrill pulls St. Stephen within one. 37-36. Thomas now. Puts it over to McIntosh. McIntosh drives inside, puts up the shot, no good. DeVoe pulls it down, saves it for Carleton North. Trafford puts up the shot, no good. Pulled down by Witters. And it's Bartlett with the ball now for St. Stephen. Bartlett at the top of the key, puts it over to Trevor Perry. Perry puts up the shot, and it's going to count. And we've got a foul on Scott Dunlop. And we've got a technical foul called on Colin Craig. No, make that timeout, Carleton North. Back to action now. Perry at the foul line shooting. Puts it up. No good. Pulled down by Trafford. He gives it up to McIntosh now. McIntosh bringing it up the right side. Just over 30 seconds now left in this first half. Thomas over to Dunlop. Back over to Thomas. Thomas in the corner to McIntosh. Back out to Thomas. Carleton North in a sort of a one-shot offense right now. Thomas drives inside. Puts it up. No good. Rebound pulled down by DeVoe. Lays up and in. J.R. DeVoe inside for Carleton North. 39-38. 7 seconds left in the first half. Bartlett with the ball. Puts it over to Perry. Perry tries to put it inside to Merrill. Lost out of bounds. And it'll be Carleton North ball with 2 seconds left. Wait a minute. We're going to have a call now. The ball was not touched by a Carleton North player. The clock should not have started. And we're going to have a little bit of a tiff about this one. Two seconds going to be left now in this first half. They're going to run it down now to 2 seconds. And time runs out. So at the end of the first half, it's 39-38 Carleton North. Ready for second half action now. Trafford controls the tap. Gives it to DeVoe, who gives it over to Dunlop. Kicks it back out to McIntosh. McIntosh now puts it over to Thomas. Over to Trafford inside. Trafford. 3-second violation. It'll be St. Stephen ball. In the corner to Merrill, inside to Witters, puts it up, and good. (40-39) now for St. Stephen. Thomas with the ball, gives it over to McIntosh from outside. Davidson with the ball over to Bartlett. Puts it on the right to Green. Inside to Witters. Witters puts up the turnaround jumper. No good. Pulled down by Dunlop. Gives it off to Thomas. Thomas brings it down the right side of the court now. Brings it over into the center. Puts it over to McIntosh. McIntosh drives inside. Puts up the jumper. No good. Ball knocked around and knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Carleton North ball. McIntosh takes it out for Carleton North. Gives it into Thomas. Puts it over to Dunlop. Dunlop with a jumper. No good. Rebound McIntosh. He's stuffed. Gets it back again. Knocked around. Put up by DeVoe. No good. DeVoe again. Up and in. J.R. DeVoe inside. 43-40 Carleton North. It's now Bartlett with the ball at the top of the key. He puts it over to Davidson. Davidson into Merrill. Back up to Bartlett. Puts it over to Green. Green guarded by Thomas. Puts it back out to Bartlett again. Bartlett puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound knocked around. Pulled down by Davidson. He's fouled by DeVoe. And he'll be on the line shooting 2. Davidson about to shoot the first one. No good. He'll shoot the second one now. And it's also no good. Rebound pulled down by Dunlop. And he hands off to McIntosh, who gives it over to Thomas. Jimmy Thomas with the ball down the court now for Carleton North. Puts it off to the right to Dunlop. Back out to Thomas. Long ball. Good! Jimmy Thomas from outside. And it's 45-40 now with 18 minutes left in the second half. Bartlett with the ball up the court for St. Stephen. He puts it over to Green. Green from the corner. No good. Ball's pulled down by Mike McIntosh. DeVoe over to McIntosh now. McIntosh over to Thomas. Thomas out at the top of the key. He gives it over to McIntosh. To Trafford in the corner. Inside to Dunlop, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by DeVoe. No good again. And it's pulled down by Merrill, who gives it over to Bartlett, brings the ball up the court now. Green with the ball, guarded by Thomas. Bartlett now at the top of the key. Takes the jumper. No good. Gonna have a jump ball. It'll be Merrill and Trafford. Trafford controls the tap, but it's pulled down by Bartlett. Witters inside. Witters puts it up and in. DeVoe up to Thomas now. 45-42. 17 minutes left in this game. Thomas out at the top of the key. Over to McIntosh. McIntosh puts up the jumper. And it's no good. Inside, pulled down by Merrill. Merrill over to Green. Back to Bartlett. Bartlett with the ball now. Gives it over to Davidson. Davidson puts up the jumper. No good. Pulled down by Witters, but it's knocked around and stolen by Trafford. Mike McIntosh lays it up and in. Nice fast break points by Mike McIntosh. 47-42 now. Davidson with the ball. Back up to Bartlett. Bartlett with the ball at the top of the key. Puts it over to Green. Puts up the... No, he pulls back. Merrill inside. Ball tipped by J.R. DeVoe. Knocked out of bounds. Green takes it out of bounds now for St. Stephen. Gives it into Merrill. Back out to Bartlett. Over to Davidson in the corner. Puts up the jumper. And it's good. DeVoe inbounds now to Thomas. Thomas down the court. Thomas inside to Trafford. Trafford puts up the jumper. No good. It's knocked out to Bartlett. Bartlett with the ball now for St. Stephen. Gives it up to Merrill. Back out to Bartlett. Bartlett at the top of the key. Gives it over to Davidson. Inside to Merrill. Puts up the jumper. No good. Pulled down by Dunlop. No. Merrill. Puts it up again. No good. J.R. with the rebound. Quick outlet now to Thomas. Thomas down the court. Guarded by Davidson. Ball's knocked around. No foul call on the play. It's Bartlett with the ball now for St. Stephen. Bartlett over to Davidson. Into Witters. Witters puts up the jumper and it's good. Dunlop takes it out of bounds now. 47-46. Jason Nixon getting ready to check in for Carleton North. Thomas with the ball. Thomas out at the top of the key. Gives it over to McIntosh. Back up to Thomas. Puts up the long jumper. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bartlett. Bartlett up the court now for St. Stephen. Gives it over to Davidson. Back up to Bartlett. Puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound DeVoe. Gives it out to Thomas. Jim Thomas with the ball now for Carleton North. Thomas brings it down up to the top of the key. He's going to drive the lane. Into Trafford. Trafford puts up the jumper. Good. Steve Trafford with a baseline jumper. 49-46 with just under 15 minutes to go. Bartlett with the ball now. Bartlett gives it over to Green. Green, jumper. No good. Easy rebound, Dunlop. Up to McIntosh. McIntosh pushes it up the right side. Drives inside, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Merrill. Gives it to Bartlett. Bartlett up to Davidson. Davidson to Merrill. Puts it up and in. 1 point lead for Carleton North. Thomas with the ball now for CN. Thomas. Gives it over to McIntosh. Back out to Thomas. To Dunlop. Back out to Thomas again. Thomas, long bomb. No good. Saved by McIntosh. And it's Bartlett with the ball now. Bartlett brings it up over center. In the corner to Davidson. Inside to Merrill. Puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound knocked around. Pulled down by Green. Turnaround is good. 50-49 now. Carleton North trails by 1. Thomas with the ball. Inside to Steve Trafford. Back out to Mike McIntosh. And we got a foul. Blocking foul on Bartlett. think the call is a foul on Carleton North. I'm not sure what the call is, but it's Perry anyway with the ball now for St. Stephen. Atkinson hits it. Jim Thomas with the ball now for CN. Thomas at the top of the key. Inside to Jason Nixon. There's a foul on the play, and that's going to be on Tim Witters. And Brader comes into the game now for Carleton North. McIntosh takes it out at the side. Homestead now. Brader with the ball. Brader back over to McIntosh. McIntosh gives it to Nixon. Over to Brader. Brader puts up a shot. Good! What a shot by Brader. 52-51. 12:48 left in this game. And it's Atkinson with the ball now. Guarded by Brader. Over to Perry. Ball stolen by McIntosh. No, we got a foul. We got a foul on the play. Foul on the play. That foul's on Atkinson. Carleton North ball now trailing by 1. McIntosh inbounds to Brader. Brader over to Dunlop. Back out to Brader. Over to McIntosh. McIntosh puts up the jumper. Good! Mike McIntosh has put Carleton North back into the lead with 12.5 minutes left in this game. And it's Perry up the court now for St. Stephen. Perry gives it over to Davidson. Davidson puts up the jumper and hits it. Brader takes it out of bounds now, 54-53. Close contest. Brader with the ball now at the top of the key. He gives it off to Dunlop. Back to Brader. Oh, it's over to McIntosh. Back to Brader now. Over to Dunlop. Looking for DeVoe inside. McIntosh with the ball. Puts up the jumper. Good! Mike McIntosh. And now he's hot. And it's 55-54 as they trade baskets. Steve Trafford getting ready to check in for Carleton North. It's Atkinson now at the top of the key. He puts up the jumper. No good. Pulled down by DeVoe. And he gives it up now to McIntosh. Up to Brader. Brader now at the top of the key. Gives it off to McIntosh. In the corner to Nixon. Nixon into Brader. Brader puts it up. No good. Pulled down by Merrill. Stolen. Ball knocked around and recovered by Nixon for Carleton North. Gives it out to Dunlop. To Olmsted. Back out to Brader. Brader over to McIntosh. Puts up the jumper. No good. Pulled down by Merrill. And it's Atkinson with the ball now for St. Stephen. Atkinson. Guarded by Brader. Puts it over to Perry. And we've got a foul on the play. And it's Perry shooting his first free throw, and it's good, and he ties the game at 55. Perry now shooting the second one, and it's also good. And once again, St. Stephen has the lead, 56-55. And it's Brader with the ball now for Carleton North. Brader over to Dunlop. In the corner to Nixon. Nixon takes the jumper. No good. Brader inside. Puts it up and in. And Brader has put Carleton North ahead by 1 point. And it's now Atkinson with the ball, guarded by Brader. He gives it over to Davidson. In the corner to Witters. Witters puts up the shot. No good. Rebound, Brader. Brader with the ball now. Stephen Trafford has checked into the game for Carleton North. Brader over to Scott Dunlop. Back out to Brader. Over to Dunlop. Back out to Brader. Gives it off to Dunlop. Puts up the jumper. Short. Pulled down by Witters. Atkinson brings the ball up the court now for the Spartans. Gives it over to Perry. Ball almost stolen by McIntosh. Back out to Atkinson. Gives it off to Davidson. 8 left on the shot clock. Davidson gives it back out to Perry. Over to Perry. Perry puts up the jumper. No good. Shot blocked by Steve Trafford. Richard Wetmore doing a little refereeing on the sideline. Davidson takes it out now. Inbounds to Merrill. Back to Davidson in the corner. Davidson puts it out to Atkinson. Atkinson kicks it over to Perry. Perry fakes the shot. Another fake. Puts it over to Davidson. Davidson, wide open jumper. He misses. Ball knocked around. Pulled down by Witters. He's fouled by Trafford. DeVoe and Thomas into the game now for Carleton North. Witters on the line now, shooting 2. First one's up and good, and that ties the game at 57 with 9:06 left now in this second half. Witters getting ready to shoot the second. It's up, and it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Trafford. Gives it off to Thomas now. Thomas brings the ball up the court for Carleton North. Gives it over to Dunlop, back over to Thomas. Back over to Dunlop again, back out to Thomas at the top of the key. Inside to Trafford. Gives it to Dunlop. Dunlop puts the shot up, it's blocked. It's pulled down by Witters. Witters gives it back to Atkinson. DeVoe. Atkinson now, gives it over to Davidson. Over to Atkinson. Back out to Davidson. Gives it over to Perry, over to Atkinson. Puts up the jumper, and it's good. 59-57 now. 2-point lead for St. Stephen. Thomas brings the ball down the court. Gives it to Trafford, back out to Dunlop. Gives it out to McIntosh. Thomas from the top of the key. Good! Jim Thomas hitting from the top of the key to bring the score even again. 8 minutes left in this game now. Atkinson brings the ball up the court slowly now for the Spartans. Atkinson. Atkinson over to Davidson. Inside to Witters. Witters puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound. Trafford down the court quickly to Thomas. Thomas will slow it down now. Brings it back out. Gives it off to Dunlop. Back up to Thomas from the top of the key. Good! Jim Thomas hitting his jumper now from the top of the key. And it's the score is wrong. It is actually 61-59 for Carleton North, not St. Stephen. And it's Atkinson with the ball now. He gives it off to Davidson. Davidson throws it. No, it's still St. Stephen ball. And the people are not happy with that call. Davidson will take it out now. Perry with it in the corner. Gives it back out to Atkinson. Over to Perry. Inside to Witters. Witters lays it up, no good. Merrill puts it up and in, tying the score once again. 61-61 with 7 minutes left in this game. Thomas down the court now for Carleton North. Gives it off to Dunlop. Back out to Thomas. Puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound Witters. Gives it over to Atkinson. Atkinson. Up over center. Atkinson puts up the shot and hits it. Jim Thomas with the ball now. Up quickly to McIntosh. McIntosh back out to Thomas. Inside to Trafford. Trafford, turnaround jumper. No good. And it's now Atkinson with the ball. Atkinson guarded by Thomas. Atkinson puts up the set shot. No good. We got a foul. That's on Tim Witters. St. Stephen foul on Tim Witters. That's now 3 fouls on Witters. McIntosh takes it out for Carleton North. Inbounds to Thomas. Thomas gives it over to Nixon. Nixon puts up the jumper. Good! Jason Nixon with his first basket of the game. And it's Atkinson now, as Carleton North has tied the score at 63. Atkinson gives it over to Green. Back out to Atkinson. Atkinson puts up the shot. No good. Rebound Green. He's stopped. Ball is going to be jump ball. We've got timeout called by Carleton North. 63-63, 5:42 left in this game. Duvall and Green jumping. Duvall taps it back to Trafford. Gives it over to McIntosh. Over to Thomas. Thomas with the ball now for Carleton North. Thomas puts up the shot. Doesn't foul, but he's fouled. It'll be Thomas on the line now, shooting 2. Thomas getting ready to shoot the first of 2. He cans it. And it's 64-63, Carleton North with 5.5 minutes left in this ball game. Thomas getting ready to shoot the second. He puts it up, and it's no good. Rebound Witters. He gives it over to Bartlett now, back into the game for the Spartans. Bartlett brings it up. Bartlett kicks it out to Davidson. Davidson. Back out to Bartlett. Bartlett with the ball inside to Witters. Witters puts up the shot, and good. McIntosh with the ball now. Carleton North trails by 1, 65-64. Thomas inside, lights it up and in. Nice move by Jim Thomas. And it's Bartlett with the ball now for the Spartans. St. Carleton North leads by 1. Bartlett. Over to Davidson. Back out to Bartlett. Bartlett gives it over to Green. Green, short jumper. No good. Rebound, Duvall. Gives it up to McIntosh now. Carleton North going to try and stretch their lead to 3. In the corner to Thomas. Over to Nixon. Nixon puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound, Trafford. Also no good. The fans aren't happy with that one. Looked like a foul. Bartlett with the ball now for the Spartans. Bartlett out to the top of the key. Gives it over to Davidson. Davidson inside. Puts it up. No good. Rebound, Trafford. Trafford gives it up to Thomas. 4 minutes left in the game. 66-65, Carleton North. Thomas almost drives inside. Stolen by Green. Bartlett with the ball now. Gives it over to Davidson. It's knocked around. And we're going to have jump ball. We've got timeout called. 66-65, 3:41 left in this game. It'll be McIntosh jumping against. McIntosh now jumping against Merrill. Tapped inside to Witters, lays it up and in. The ball into McIntosh, up to Thomas now. 67-66 for St. Stephen. Carleton North. Inside to Trafford. Puts up a shot, no good. Pulled down by Witters. Foul on Tim Witters, and that's 4 on him. 4 fouls on Tim Witters of St. Stephen. Thomas will take it out of bounds now for CN. Gives it out to Nixon. Nixon back into Thomas. Thomas. Back out to McIntosh. McIntosh at the top of the key. Drives inside. Lays it up and in. Mike McIntosh drives the lane and in. 68-67 with 3 minutes left in this game. Atkinson with the ball. Back out to Davidson. Davidson. Ball's off McIntosh's foot. Reset. St. Stephen ball. 68-67 with just under 3 minutes left in this game. Davidson with the ball now guarded by Thomas. In the corner to Atkinson. Atkinson back out to Davidson. Ball almost thrown away but retrieved by Green. Back out Atkinson, back out to Green. Atkinson with the ball again. Atkinson gives it over to Davidson. Inside to Merrill. Merrill, short block, pulled down by Nixon. Gives it up to McIntosh. McIntosh puts up the jumper. Good! Mike McIntosh with the jumper. Carleton North 70, St. Stephen 67. And we've got timeout call with 2:25 left in the game. And it's Atkinson bringing the ball up the court now for St. Stephen. Atkinson gives it back out to Davidson, who gives it over to Green. Green in the corner to Davidson. Back out to Green. Over to Atkinson. In the corner to Davidson. Puts up the shot. And he hits it. DeVoe into Thomas. Over to McIntosh. Back out to Thomas. Over to Nixon. Back out to Thomas. Gives it to Nixon. Back to Thomas again. Thomas puts up the jumper. No good. And it's Carleton off ball as Merrill loses it out of bounds. Big break there for Carleton North. Thomas into Nixon. Back over to Thomas. Carleton North will take some time now setting up the offense. Thomas gives it to Nixon. Nixon with the jumper. Rebound pulled down by Merrill. Atkinson now. Atkinson brings it up for the Spartans. Gives it over to Green. Over to Davidson. Inside to Witters. Witters puts it up and in. We've got timeout called. Timeout called. And it's McIntosh with the ball now for Carleton North. He gives it over to Nixon, who gives it over to Thomas. Back out top to McIntosh. Over to Thomas. Thomas over to Nixon. Inside to DeVoe. DeVoe puts it up. And he's fouled. And that's 5 fouls on Tim Witters. 5 fouls on Tim Witters.
I know. You wanted it. You wanted that one. I know.
And we're going to have a 1-minute timeout now. 71-70, 57 seconds left in the game. Jalen DeVoe, the foul line now for Carleton North. DeVoe with the first free throw. Puts it up. Good! Good! And the score is tied 71-71 with 1 minute left. DeVoe ready to shoot a second now. Puts it up. No good. Rebound DeVoe. Rebound DeVoe. Thomas now up to McIntosh. Back over to Thomas. Thomas over to Nixon. Back to Thomas. Gives it over to Nixon again. Back out to Thomas. Thomas. Over to Nixon. Nixon inside to DeVoe. He gets fouled. He's fouled by Merrill. And DeVoe go to the line to shoot 2. And it's DeVoe ready to shoot his first one. The shot is up. No good. The ball ready to shoot a second shot. No good. Bartlett with the ball up the court now. Gives it over to Davidson. Davidson inside the marrow. Puts up the shot. Good. We've got timeout called, I think. Timeout called by Carleton North. 73-71, 21 seconds left in the game. .25 seconds left in the game. .25 seconds now. Thomas will take it out of bounds for Carleton North. Thomas with the ball. He'll bring it up over center. He gives it over to Nixon. Back out to Thomas. Over to Nixon. Inside to DeVoe. We've got a foul on DeVoe with 8 seconds left in the game. Foul on DeVoe with 8 seconds left. We've got timeout called by St. Stephen. 8 seconds, 73-71, St. Stephen. Davidson takes it out of bounds now for St. Stephen. Ball into Bartlett. Bartlett. We got a foul, 2-shot foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul now for St. Stephen. Bartlett on the line now to shoot for the Spartans. Puts it up and good. Bartlett's second one is no good. Trafford loses it out of bounds. Five seconds now left. Second violation. The basket's good. No foul called on the play. Final score, 74-73, and we're going to have an argument, I think.